The Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to supporting knowledge-based initiatives that strengthen identity and promote creativity among the people. The State Deputy Governor, Hamzat, made this comment at the unveiling of a puzzle book on the history of Lagos State, urging teachers, parents, and even school administrators to take full advantage of the puzzle book and use it to reinforce learning in and outside the classroom. Please take a look.
Discover Lagos State, a history puzzle book that chronicles the past, present, and the future of the commercial nerve center of the country. The new book is the reason for this gathering at Civic Center, Victoria Island, Lagos.
Today I confirm what people have been saying.
The State Deputy Governor, Hamzat, former Minister of Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, State Executive Council members, international players, traditional rulers, private sector players have all come to witness the occasion organized by the Lagos State Records and Archives Bureau.
Lagos is our heritage, so I can bank on it. I need no alcohol to tell you Lagos is our origin. I can never depart from this path. It's already part of me. This part of the world obtains every part of my heart, including marina arteries. This is Lagos State, the city of aquatic splendor where our richness dwells in the culture we inherited from the ages as our cultural heritage. Our name speaks volumes louder than the turbulent tide of the Atlantic.
Knowing the cultural heritage of Lagos is very important to the government, and the puzzle book provides an opportunity for the old and the young to discover the historical narratives of the state.
The puzzle book that you are about to see is not just a publication. It is a creative and educational tool that bridges the past with the present and prepares our young people for the future that all of us are always talking about. Today, there are so many distractions, especially in the digital space. Every time people gather to discuss very serious issues, and can you find 70% of the people concentrating, they are either looking at the phone, trying to reply an email, or a message on WhatsApp. So for us in Lagos, we'll be thinking creatively about how to make people realize that time is precious and that our history, we must be able to let our young people know about it and to own it and to be able to talk about it in a very good manner that we make our fathers and our forefathers, wherever they may be today, very proud of us. So we have presented this puzzle book as an innovative way to ignite their curiosity and connect them to our historical narratives in an interactive and intellectually stimulating manner. If we fail to evolve in the times, we risk losing our identity. But with initiatives like this puzzle book, we are not only preserving our heritage, we are repackaging it for the next generation in a language that we understand and appreciate.
The visionary leadership of Mr. Babatunde Fashola during his administration as the governor of Lagos is one that cannot be forgotten easily. One of such is the establishment of the State Records and Archives Bureau in 2008 to preserve documents, among others. He asked the current administration to document the success achieved in managing COVID-19 for the ones yet unborn.
The book makes the past engaging and it makes the past accessible. It introduces children to their heritage, not through dense pages of text, but through puzzles, pictures, and stories that stimulate curiosity and civic pride. So LASRA was not an afterthought, but a deliberate response to a generational responsibility. A responsibility to ensure that Lagosians today and in generations to come will always have a place to turn to for answers about who we are, where we have been, and how we arrived there. So tomorrow's generation will be equipped with very authentic material by those who did it before. I urge the current administration as a gift to the next generation for the remarkable work that you did in managing the COVID-19 pandemic, to document what happened and to domicile a copy of those records with LASRAB if it has not already been done. May I also advise and recommend that back copies of significant letters and correspondences of every governor of Lagos, military and civilian, be archived in LASRAB. The records are there somewhere.
The Deputy Governor encouraged students to learn from history and not get carried away with internet.
This project is an innovative learning tool designed to stimulate especially young minds, but not only young minds, but to also promote curiosity, deepen our pride as Lagosians, and our collective understanding of the history and heritage of our dear state. Permit me, therefore, to acknowledge and appreciate the presence of the special guest of honor, His Excellency, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, a leader whose administration in 2008 established LASRAB. And I recall very clearly, he wrote an executive order directing that all documentations, all as-built drawings, so when we build schools, when we build bridges, when we build everything, we must have 5 copies, one in the Ministry of Science and Technology so that we can have it automated, one in LASRAB, all over. So we thank you very much. So this foundational act was not merely administrative. It was an intentional effort to institutionalize and preserve and document, disseminate Lagos narrative for posterity. It is important that we not only understand ourselves, but we must understand our history so that we don't lose ourselves. Your Excellency, the seed that was sowed then through the establishment of LASRAB have continued to bear fruits, as evidenced by the agency's steady evolution into a vital hub for historical scholarship and public education. We remain grateful for this enduring legacy. To build a truly informative and educated generation of Lagosians is to ensure that our people, especially our children, understand where we are coming from. It is to equip all of us with knowledge of the heroes who paved the way, the struggle that refined us, and the values that defined all of us. So this book, as well explained by the reviewer, is a brick in that foundation, a creative method of transmitting historical consciousness that informs while it also entertains. That way, we don't distort our history and we don't misunderstand our being. Because of what we saw before with AI, we must be very careful to preserve our history. If not, history will tell our history the way we don't want it, with AI showing originality where it's not original. So it's important that we keep our history so that people don't tell us how Lagos are formed or what makes Lagos or what makes Nigeria, so that the truth remains the truth.
The Lagos State History Puzzle Book is a 55-chapter book with 220 pages divided in 2 parts. The first part, from pages 1 to 139, contains 37 chapters focusing on history, culture, tradition, and lifestyle of the people of Lagos, while the remaining 18 chapters, running from 140 to 220, feature recording of significant periods in Lagos State.